Hey, good morning, everybody, from the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. Actually, I'm a little north of Washington, D.C., but thank you, Elizabeth. Yes, I'm back in the USA. Been traveling around so much. I'm finally home for a while. So it feels good to be home. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it, Lois. Yeah, I have been been running around quite a bit. Had a great time in Cebu. Uh, it was a great time. It was good to see my kids. Good hanging out with Rose for a couple of weeks. It was really a lot of fun. A lot of really yummy dinners. Of course, it helps when your stepson is a chef. He prepared all that food at the Marco Polo Hotel. That's where he works. But he also did a reception back at our house in Minglanilla. So that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it very much. So, what are you folks up to this morning? Or might be Maayong Gabi in the Philippines, but it's Buntag right here. It's about 9:40 a.m. You know, one thing I never did get to run over to Mactan and check out that guitar shop. Um, hey, Elizabeth, you're up in Pennsylvania. That's cool. You're close. What part of Pennsylvania? Philadelphia, that area, or over by Pittsburgh? Or Pennsylvania is actually a pretty big state. There's a lot to it. Western by Pittsburgh, that area. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, something. Anybody that's traveling to Cebu, they did increase the terminal fee at the new Mactan Airport. It's 850 pesos now. It used to be my last trip last year was 750. So they increased it by 100 pesos. So when you leave, you got to make sure you keep like 1,000 peso note on you before you leave. Don't just get rid of all your Philippine currency because you're going to need some of it to pay that. You're going to need 850 pesos to pay the terminal fee. I kind of thought that it might go up. Rose is okay. Yeah, she's fine. Yeah, she misses me. I miss her. Um, it's pretty normal. I mean, we had just became acquainted with each other in September, October, something like that, online on the site Date in Asia, and then we actually met physically, person face to face, when I arrived in Cebu. Um, so we're still getting to know each other, but I like her a whole lot. Farron doesn't believe I'm live. Well, that's what it says on YouTube. I am live. Hey, Farron, shout out to you, man. I really am live. I'm also getting old. I have a hard time reading that small text in the corner. Of course, I do these live streams on my Chromebook, which is just, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Chromebooks. Hey, Josie, how are you? Good to see you too. These Chromebooks are really kind of sweet, and this one's made by Samsung, and it was only like a couple $100, like $250 or something like that, and it comes preloaded with all the stuff, Google Chrome and all that, and it has a camera and a microphone and the whole 9 yards. So when I do the live streams, I do them on this my Samsung Chromebook. Hey, Annie's Daily Life. Hello. Good to see you. Welcome aboard. Yeah, so I kind of like the little Chromebook. It works pretty good for doing the live streams. I guess I'm going to do it now. Also, I don't know if you guys have, I mean, obviously you're fans of the channel, so you've seen a lot of my vlogs. I'll show you. I actually have a new camera coming, but I've been using this GoPro Hero 7 or Hero 4 Silver to do all the vlogs up to date. It's the only camera I have. Well, it's not the only one I have, but it's the only one I've used. And I love this thing. These fuzzy things on here are microphones, stereo microphones, made by an outfit called Immortal Mics. And they give a really good quality sound. But the cables and everything from being, when you're vlogging, you're carrying this thing around, it's going in and out of my bag, and so the cables are starting to get worn on it. I had a couple of videos from my trip to Augusta that came out without no sound on it. So I ordered the new GoPro Hero 7 Black, which supposedly has upgraded audio, upgraded microphone and everything, because on the old GoPro Heroes, the sound was lousy. I mean, it really sucked. And if you use the waterproof housing, you got no sound whatsoever. Now the new GoPro Hero 7 is waterproof itself, so you don't need to use the underwater housing, the waterproof housing. Oh, really? 1,800 pesos, Lois, at Manila at the NAIA. Yeah, that's a big terminal fee. Yeah, Annie, I bought this Hero 4 in December of 2015, in right before Vivian and I got married in January of 2015, and we had all that planned. And I did a big job for my company in Mexico for one of our customers, and I got a real nice bonus. So I used the bonus money to buy the Hero 4. And I bought a kit that had all kinds of accessories and everything in it, different housings. And I had like a floating handle for if you saw the videos we did of the whale shark watching at Oslab. So I had the waterproof case on it and floating handle. In case I dropped it, it would still be floating on top of the water. I wouldn't have to go diving for it. So yeah, that was it was nice to have that kit and all that stuff still is compatible with the new GoPros. I mean, so the mounts and the housings and all that kind of stuff are the same. So I didn't have to buy any of that. I just bought the camera and a memory card for it. Yeah. Uh, hey, Farron. Yeah, unfortunately, I cannot see you. You can only see me. But I'm glad you have your puppy. So anyway, I'm expecting that to arrive today. That's my early Christmas present to myself. Is the new GoPro. Also, if you've been watching the latest videos, my stepson Christian, we call him Chan. He was just in the hospital. He's sick, had some kind of infection in his throat. Um, they operated on him, and they did not remove his tonsils, but he's going to go back for that. He's going to got to go back and see the doctor again after he gets better, after he fully recovers from whatever was ailing him. I'm not even sure what exactly that was. My stepdaughter Shara sent me some photos of the doctor's papers and stuff, but I haven't had a chance to really. I haven't yet. Like zoomed in and tried to read all that stuff. So anyway, your prayers for Chan, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, I got a lot of pictures, but I videoed it. And as a matter of fact, if you go to the Postcards from Cebu channel page, I just created a playlist of that trip from when I left early in the morning, flew to New York, and then from New York to Seoul, South Korea, to Incheon, and then from Incheon to Cebu. And then the whole time that I was there, I made videos. I was uploading every day. Some people got used to that, but I can't. I just don't have the time to upload a new video every day while I'm here working and stuff. So, hey, Marilyn, how are you? Good to see you here. So yeah, I did create a playlist for that. I'll try and get it up. If you just go to my page and click on playlists, you'll see a playlist, and you can watch all of the videos for the entire trip. I don't know how many there were, 11 or 12, something like that. I'm good, Marilyn. I was just mentioning earlier that it's nice to be back home for a change. I've been traveling so much lately. I was just in Cebu, and oh, thank you. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to everybody. I just and then it's no sooner than I got back. I mean, I was still feeling the jet lag from flying back to the U.S. When my boss said, we need you to go to Augusta, Georgia and take care of a survey. So basically had a couple of days here at the house, and then I had to turn around and fly to Georgia. And so just got back. So it's nice to relax and be home. So you're So you get your break. Are you? Let's see, Marilyn, where are you? Are you in Saudi or are you in Malaysia? I can't remember. But I guess you're. I guess you're coming home for your break. Or are you going to go back after that? Hey, Dirt Angler. Good morning to you, man. Unfortunately, I did not get to go fishing on this trip. Next trip, I definitely am. I'm going to book it all ahead of time. So, um, yeah, I had intended to look for something local, maybe around Mactan Island, but I'm going to go ahead and book. Um, I'm just going to go ahead and book the trip to Shargow again. I really enjoyed that. That was fun. The weather here, Maryland, is rainy. It's a little warmer than it was. Hey, Lisa. No, it's not snowing here. It's a little too warm for that. It's probably about 8 or 9 degrees C right now. Pasco. Merry Christmas to you, Timothy. Yeah, Malaysia. I was thinking one or the other. So after your vacation, you're going to go back to work in Malaysia. Yeah, Dirt Angler. If you were watching the videos, you know there was something going on every day. My kids were so excited that I was there, and they had all this stuff planned that I wasn't even aware of. I didn't realize. It's like my stepdaughter Cheryl would tell me, "Hey, we're going to Marco Polo," because CG he likes to be called James Urey now, but anyway. CG wanted to prepare a feast for us, which he did, which was absolutely wonderful. And then he did one at our house in Minglanilla. They just had stuff going on every day. I think Rose and I had one day where we didn't travel somewhere. We just stayed in Cebu City and walked across to Ayala Mall and had dinner there. Hey, Timothy, you're going to move there, huh? I tell you what, well, I mean, I already have a place there, but it was, the traffic has really gotten bad in Minglanilla. All through there, Talisay, Minglanilla, the traffic is really, really bad. The pollution was really, really bad. I'm not sure. I mean, it's way worse than it was back in 2015 or when I first started going there. So it's in just the last 3 years, it's gotten a lot worse. And they did a project to repair some of the road and everything, but that coastal road is just not big enough for all the traffic that's on it. It's just I mean it's so anyway. Good luck moving to Minglanilla. I mean I don't really have any choice because that's where my family live. When I tell you though, what was really nice when Rose and I went north on Cebu Island, we went to the Ambatayan and the little towns around that. That was really nice. It was way less traffic and all that kind of stuff. And the pollution wasn't a problem. I mean, it was way nice up there. Of course, it's 4 hours from Cebu City, so it takes a little work to get there. So, but I like Minglanilla. I like Minglanilla a lot. I was just kind of shocked by all the congestion and the pollution and stuff. when I got there. I did a video where I met up with Bruce, my fishing buddy, at AA Barbecue in Minglanilla. That's when I really noticed how bad it was. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Spending time with the kids was part of the plan. Nilafar, I'm good. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just noodling around on the guitar while I'm reading these comments. Marilyn asks, when am I getting married again? Well, don't be in a hurry, guys. I just met Rose. I like her a lot, but I'm not ready to get married again. And I tell you, something I have been thinking about. I still love Vivian. I mean, I really do. I mean, she was the best wife a man could have, to be honest with you. And I love her to death, no pun intended. But so it's going to take a while for me to get my emotions all adjusted right and everything. I mean, I like Rose a lot, and I had a wonderful time with her, and I plan on spending more time with her. But and I may have said before, I'm not looking to replace Vivian. It can't be done. I mean, Vivian was unique. She was one and only, and I don't think she can be replaced, and I'm not attempting to replace her. So, anyway, but I like her. I like Rose a lot, and I will see her again for sure. Oh yeah, what? Yeah, I know that subdivision, Timothy. I can't remember the name of it. Unchain my heart, baby, let me be. Unchain my heart, 'cause you don't care about me. Every time I call you on the telephone, some fella tells me you're not at home. Unchain my heart, set me free. I'm under your spell. I can't remember the words, and you know damn well that I don't have a chance. Unchain my heart, baby, let me be. Unchain my heart, 'cause you don't care about me. Every time I call you on the telephone, some fella tells me that you're not at home. Unchain my heart, let me be. There you go, guys. All right. So that's enough of that. Elizabeth, you're right. Yeah, I can have someone. I'm getting over the grief, but it takes a while. It just takes time. Make up the words. Yeah, that's pretty much what I had to do, Elizabeth. I'm pretty good at just making stuff up. Font de Versailles. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that place. You know, this trip I didn't I didn't make it off of the main road. Actually, a lot of my family lives on the edge between Minglanilla and Naga, And actually, the barangays belong to Naga at San Juan Beach and stuff. A lot of my family lives around there. You're welcome. Hey, Ruth, thank you. So yeah, I never made it off of the main road this time. Well, because my house in Minglanillo is right there, just across from Gaisano Mall, and so you just walk down a little alleyway back to where the house is, and of course AA Barbecue is right on that same main road too. So. And it's nice to have that mall so close because I could keep sending Chan over for beer. he made our beer runs. Oh. All right, so it's Ask Ken Anything time. I tell you what, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna grab a glass of water because my voice is cracking. Hey guys, so any questions there? Tongue cup, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, tongue cup's really cool. They had hey Raquel, nice to see you. They had a heck of a Sinulog party. It was back in 2016, in January 2016. I was there for that. That was a blast. Merry Christmas to you, Raquel. Thank you, Ruth. Yeah. So Vivian's sister Arnie and Adoy, her husband Adoy, and their daughter and grandkids and everything, they all live in Tonkup. And there's some Guanzans that live in Tonkup too. Terry Guanzan. And yeah, so it was a neat little place. So no questions, guys? No? Like I said, ask anything you want. So I'm waiting on Amazon to deliver my new GoPro. I'm getting my Christmas present to myself is a GoPro Hero 7 Black. And I'm going to check it out. Still never made it to the guitar place. The two things I wanted to do on this trip was make it to the guitar place over on Mactan Island and also see if there were some local fishing outfits. I found on Google Maps, I think, a tackle shop. But I wanted to find, somebody with a boat that was set up for fishing that did fishing trips around there, and never did. So next time I go back over, hopefully this summer, I'm going to go to Siargao and visit Mark and Sailfish Bay again and do that. A couple of days of fishing over there is good for the soul. Plus, I love to eat the fish. nothing like fresh mahi, man. Oh my God, that stuff is so good. Yeah, man, I hear you, Timothy. That stuff is great. I love it. I mean, the yellowfin tuna is good too. That's really good eating as well. Well, we caught a lot of fish, and it was way more than we could eat in one night. But I did take that big bull, mahi, and the girls filleted it and cooked it that night for us. Arella, good evening to you, and thanks for joining us. Do a lot of fishing, Timothy, or I'm a Navy man myself, but I was on a boat. I was on a destroyer, and we were gone all the time. Didn't get to do much fishing. Mostly drills, patrolling around different places, exercises. A lot of that. So anyway, it's Ask Ken anything you want to ask time, guys. Yeah. Yeah, I was on USS Farragut. Originally, it was a destroyer leader class, so it shows you how old I am. And then it got recommissioned because of some alignment we did with NATO, and became DDG 37. I was on the same ship the entire time. My whole career in the Navy was on the USS Farragut. Did I pronounce that right? Arella? Pretty name. Well, nobody's got any questions. Towers. I'm not familiar with that one. Of course, I was an Atlantic coast sailor, so I did the med cruises and all that kind of stuff. North Atlantic, Mediterranean, Norfolk, Virginia, and out into the Atlantic, South, all that kind of stuff. All right, guys. Well, I've been on here for about half an hour now, and nobody seems to have any questions. So, Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you for watching. And I should have a new video coming up sometime this week. I'm going to do a little thing about the GoPro Hero 4 Silver that I've been using for the last 3 years, I guess, and try out the new camera and show you some footage and let you listen to the sound and everything. Difference between the two cameras. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to sign off, and I will see you next time. Bye.